In RuneScape, capes are symbols of achievement. Most of these capes don't offer much stat-wise, like the quest cape, diary cape, or skill capes, but there's a couple of exceptions. The fire cape was the best in slot cape for melee, but that changed in 2017 with the release of the Infernal cape, and in 2024, Jagex released the Dizana's Quiver, the best in slot ranged cape. Awarded to the player after beating some of the hardest challenges in the game, these capes are more than just stats. They're a mark of skill, and I need them. That's why I'll be taking on both the Inferno and the Colosseum and getting myself those capes. Before jumping into Inferno, there's some last minute prep I have to do. I did around 100k Sea of Huey Codal back on release, and managed to get myself a couple of Huasca seed drops. Huasca are a new herb added in the Varlamore Part 2 update that are used to create prayer regeneration potions, which restore prayer points over time. I'm only planting these in the 3 disease-free patches that I have, because I really don't want them to die. Finishing the potion requires Oldarium, a secondary ingredient that only comes from mastering mixology. While I work on getting some, I want to talk a bit about the Inferno. At its core, the Inferno is a PvM challenge consisting of 69 waves of increasing difficulty. It's one of the hardest pieces of content in the entire game. Wave 69 is the final boss, Zuck. Most people consider the later waves of monsters to be more difficult than Zuck himself. The Zuck fight is actually quite simple on its own, but one mistake can lead to over 140 damage instantly. No amount of overhealing with brews or anglerfish can save you from his hits. The pressure of having spent so much time getting to the final fight, only to die to one nerve-induced misclick, is what makes Zuck so difficult. Now, I did get an Infernal cape before on my main, but that was almost 2 years ago. I haven't touched the content since, and I know I'll be rusty. Okay, I ended up doing a lot more of this minigame than I probably needed to. As you can see, I got way more points than is probably needed. I'm not really sure how many of these potions I'm gonna end up using. So I'm just gonna buy 10. Now we'll buy 20. Why not? We can always come back and get more. Alright, so just harvesting the last of my 3 seeds that I planted, and it looks like we're gonna get about 20 Huasca out of this, which is perfect because I bought 20 Aldarium. Let's see, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 9, 8. 22 total Huasca. Not bad. I'm just finishing up making all of my regen pots here, thanks to the Amulet of Chemistry and what are they called? The prescription goggle things from mastering mixology. We ended up getting more than what we normally would have. And now I'm just making some Divine Bastion potions with the few vials of blood that I got from a couple entry mode tobs way long ago. And with that, our preparation for Inferno is complete. Let's talk gear. I'll be going into Inferno with a pretty standard Bofa first cape setup. I'm opting for the Ring of Suffering over Lightbearer or Ring of the Gods. While I do think Lightbearer is the best option, I'm very forgetful of my blowpipe specs when doing Inferno, and only use them in dire situations. As for the Ring of the Gods, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with prayer flicking since my last time in the Inferno, so I don't foresee prayer being an issue at all. I chose to wear my Pegasians over any type of tank or prayer boot, simply because the item is such a pain to get as an Ironman, so I wanted to wear them just for fun. And finally, I don't have a quartz in my Ancient Scepter. I really just couldn't be bothered grinding Duke or Vardorvis for such a tiny upgrade, so the regular scepter will do just fine. In the inventory, I have my ranged swaps, rune pouch with barrages, 9 brews, 8 restores, and some bastions. If you're not sure what those 3 reddish brown potions at the bottom of my inventory are, don't worry, I didn't know what they looked like either until today. These are the prayer regen pots that I just made. Each dose will slowly restore 66 prayer points over an 8-minute duration, and at my level, a super restore dose only gives 30 prayer points. That means 3 regen pots are worth 6.5 restores. All the more reason to skip out on Ring of the Gods. It's time to send my first attempt. Haven't done Inferno in a good 2 years almost, I think, so yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I like Inferno. At least I did back then. I've already sacrificed my fire cape. I don't have a backup one, by the way. So if this goes really poorly and I decide that I want to do any content that I melee, I just don't have a cape. So better get this done. Going into my first run, I was super nervous. The added pressure of recording, knowing that people will watch and judge every mistake that I make, only made the nerves worse. I tried my best to talk about the run as I was doing it, but I was so focused on not messing up that I was barely able to speak during the waves. Part of the goal of this series is to improve, not only in RuneScape, but in video making as well. This is my first time doing this, and I've had to learn a lot of new skills to make this video. I hope that as the series progresses, I can get better in and outside of the game to make even better content. The idea of improvement is the foundation of the series, even though the videos will be focused on completionist content. This might sound a bit silly, but I decided to start this series as a way to improve my life. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I was never able to convince myself that I was capable of doing it. I'm a full-time university student studying graphic design, but I find content creation super interesting, and honestly, I just love RuneScape, and I want to share that passion for the game with other people. Anyway, enough yapping about all that, it's Inferno time. To be clear, this video is in no way meant to be a guide, but I'll go over some of the basic mechanics of the Inferno so that players who aren't familiar with it can have a better understanding of what's going on. This is a Nibbler, the most basic mob in the Inferno. They spawn in packs of 3 at the start of every wave, but they don't attack the player. Instead, they attack one of the 3 pillars in the arena. If not dealt with quickly, they chip away at the pillars that provide safety, which means it's necessary to take them out fast. If my north pillar falls, that's game over for the run. Here's a perfect example of my rustiness in action. If I stay on my starting area here, or duck below the pillar to here, I'll be getting hit by the ranger, meleeer, and either of the 2 blobs. Equally bad options. The biggest damage threats here are the meleeer and the ranger. So in my panic, I decide to run to the one spot where neither of them can hit me. And if you notice here, blobs can actually melee you, and so can rangers and magers. Now I just have 2 blobs to deal with. This was not a good solve by any means, but luckily I didn't take too much damage. I realize that the meleeer will dig on me soon, so I run back towards the pillar. This way, I can do this little maneuver to corner trap it and safely take it out. A much better solve for this wave would have been to immediately run to the south side of the pillar, safe spotting the meleeer, and killing it while one tick alternating. This is a good time to take a look at blobs, to understand how best to deal with them, what one tick alternating is, and why it's so important. Blobs are unlike any other mob in the game. Attacking every 6 ticks with either ranged or magic, The blobs read your overhead prayer when they first see you, and then 3 ticks later, they attack with whichever style you weren't praying against. Upon death, they spawn 3 mini blobs with each attack style. There's a number of ways to deal with their attack pattern. The simplest way is to let them see you with one prayer on, either mage or range, then swap right away to the other. If the blob is close to you, wait a second or so after their attack hits, then swap again. The timing isn't super precise. If the blob is far away, as soon as the projectile hits you, that's when you swap your prayers. You can also negate all blob damage by alternating between your protection prayers every tick. This is called one-tick alternating, and it's super helpful because pillar stacks can be dealt with by one-tick alternating, meaning that any blobs that are attacking you while dealing with the stack won't damage you. Here's a pro tip: don't start late waves on 70 HP, and especially don't do it if you're not going to turn on protect from melee before the meleeer hits you. You're gonna die. I should have died here. Oh my god, I did not expect to get this far on my first run. I've got 2 doses of brew left. Infinite restore. Clearly, if I don't beat it this time, I could drop like 3 restores or more probably, and bring extra brews. Oh, I feel the nerves, I feel my hands, I'm shaking a little bit. Oh, whoops. I was not supposed to kill that. And of course he respawns. Oh my god. I really hope this thing doesn't respawn the other one again. I don't know if they can. Yep, they can. This is actually kind of funny. I'm amazed at how well my first run went. I made a lot of errors, drank a lot of brews, but I really thought that I would fail much earlier than this. I definitely had luck on my side with spawn locations and hit RNG, but I'm still really proud of beating the waves on my first attempt after years. After the waves, there's still one major roadblock before Zuck. Or should I say 3 major roadblocks. Wave 67 is a fight with Jad. No big deal, I've beaten Jad many times before. Wave 68, however, is a fight with 3 Jads at once. The adrenaline was pumping at this point. If I could beat triple Jad, all that stood between me and my cape was one last fight. Was I really gonna beat Inferno on my first attempt? Is this really happening? No. No, it's not. Oh my god. I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. Okay, it's been a few hours. I feel a lot more confident, I think. So I'm just gonna send it. I got 2 more brews this time. Definitely had way more than I needed, so. I knew that I played last run poorly, and I still made it to triple Jads regardless. All I had to do was clean up my mistakes, and I could get back there again. I'll need to stop taking big chunks of damage that require me to brew, because I definitely need more than those 2 doses to get through triples and Zuck. The smaller chip damage from bats and blobs aren't really a big deal because I can just heal that back with Blood Barrage at the end of the wave. Speaking of bats, most mobs in the Inferno are just powered up versions of their fight caves counterparts. While bats in the fight caves drain your prayer when they hit you, Inferno bats drain your combat stats and your stamina instead. But they only have an attack range of 4 tiles, which means we can get them stuck on a pillar and kill them from 5 tiles away with a blowpipe and not have to pray against them. Oh my god. I've been doing this entire run on, let's see, where's World 520? On 143 ping. I've been doing 36 waves with 143 ping. I'm glad I realized now. I was one tick clicking and my prayer, it kind of like jumped a bit. It felt laggy. I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I remembered that earlier I had hopped to my clan's world. Oh, that's scary. What you just saw is what happens when you take a hit from a major. They're giga tanky, hitting for 70s, and with the ability to respawn mobs previously killed in the wave, majors truly ramp up the difficulty. Since it can only respawn mobs that you've already killed in that wave, prioritize killing majors first to avoid having to deal with the respawns. And whatever you do, don't mess up your prayer flicking against one. Yet another wave where I 100% deserved to die, but got lucky and wasn't punished too hard for my mistake. Once I corner trapped the major, I could have easily just moved north instead of east to hit it while allowing myself the option to re-safe spot it when the melee dug. By moving east, I dragged the major one tile, which meant that I ruined the corner trap. On top of that, I gave the major line of sight while I was on protect from range, and we've seen just how much worse that hit could have been. I tank a second major hit, and now I have to burst this melee down before it kills me. It hits me for 33 before I finally take it out, leaving me at just 15 HP. A masterclass in how not to solve a wave. Okay, I don't deserve to be alive right now. What am I doing? I need to barrage this. Yep. Goodbye, pillar. Ooh, okay. That was scary. Scary wave 60. But I'm alive. So we continue. Still tons of brew left. Just have to do this. Think a blob. Oh shit. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. DPS solution. Kill it. Safe spot that. Kill you. I think I'm chilling. That was scuffed. That was terrible. It was terrible. I don't know what I did. A DPS solution always works. I don't know. It's broken. I'm gonna trap you. Gives me a minute to think. Pray the right thing. I'm good enough to off-pick these.
Are you sure about that?
Oi. I wasn't good enough to off-tick them apparently. Alright, hands off my keyboard. I'm not flicking. I'm not putting on Deadeye. I'm not touching anything. Ooh, I can feel the nerves. I can feel the nerves. The hands are getting a little shaky now. Oh, don't kill it. I did that last time as well. I just wasn't paying attention at all. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? What is this? I got them so low. They were both one shot. Can I hit? Hello? Thank you. Back to triple Jads again. I was locked in, laser focused on each Jad as they fired off attacks. Then, the healers spawned. Not realizing that the healers weren't adjacent to Jad's southwest tile, I sent a barrage on Jad to try and tag them. I managed to notice the healer in the back didn't get tagged, and I hit it with my Bofa, but I failed to notice the other healer still on Jad. Oh, I'm so stupid. I got so confused because the healers weren't aggroed. Oh, I cannot believe that. I can't believe I just died to triple Jads again. I don't think I'm going back in today. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just not. With back-to-back deaths at triple Jads, I was pretty worn out. It was late at night, and despite knowing I shouldn't, I went back in, and it didn't end well, dying to a relatively easy wave 57. The next day, I was hanging out with my friend in Discord, and he somehow convinced me to stream an attempt for him. We joke all the time about how much harder the game becomes when you're playing in Discord together. I don't know if it's the distraction of conversation or just being less focused overall, but being in Discord just makes everything feel 10% harder. Anyway, here's the end of run 4, and I'll just let the clip speak for itself. We click that for sure. Okay, we do it live. Fine, whatever. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll put on that.
Yeah, I do that too, yeah.
I could blood barrage, but
Super humble. Go.
not that humble.
First, just first. Corner trap.
I thought I did.
The Discord debuff.
That was the Discord debuff. I would have been way more locked in there.
I was confused. You yellow, you click one tile short, right?
Yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
I literally just clicked to the wrong tile. Run 5's ending was a comedy of errors to say the least. I accidentally started the wave with range prey on. The nibblers spawn in the worst pattern possible, and they target my north pillar that's already very low, and I misclick my movement and don't run behind the pillar, so I take a second mage attack off prayer. I'm seriously panicking at this point, desperate to not die to the blob, while painfully aware of my pillar's HP quickly dropping. To make matters worse, if I don't figure something out quick, the melee is gonna dig on my head and ruin my life. I'm out of time. The melee digs and I have to save my pillar ASAP. I managed to live running to the other side of the pillar. Thank you, Major, for not meleeing me. At this point, I was so flustered, I think I had already accepted that I was gonna lose here. Looking back at the clip, I'm honestly not sure what my plan was. I think I wanted to set up some kind of off-tick, but who knows what was going on in my head at this point. I finally made it back to Triple Jads on run 6, and it was going great. For the first time, I managed to kill one Jad. It only gets easier now. Jad 2 dead in no time. Just one left to... Oh. Unlucky. Before we watch my spectacular run 7 death, let's talk about the meleeer. These are one of the biggest threats in the waves, not because they're particularly strong, but because if they haven't attacked the player for 30 seconds, they'll dig underground and appear at the player's location a few seconds later. This means that anytime a meleeer is alive, there's a time pressure to kill it, or find a way to re-safe spot it when it digs. It's important to always have a plan ready ahead of time for what to do when it digs, and oh boy did I have a plan. Now the melee is going to dig, and when that happens, I have a plan. This is the plan. Terrible plan. Terrible plan. Terrible plan. What was I thinking? Oh, what was I thinking? I thought he'd be trapped. For some reason, I thought he'd be trapped on the north side of the pillar. Obviously, he's not. That's not how that works. Oh, no. Oh, well. I'm not that upset over that. I think those really stupid mistakes like that don't bother me nearly as much as the mistakes where I didn't know what to do. If I was just completely lost and I was panicking, that's a frustrating death. Attempt number 8 ends in a near instant kill on wave 59. And attempt number 9 was once again a loss to Triple Jads. To put it bluntly, I was tilted out of my fucking mind at this point. 4 out of 9 runs ended at triples. I never had trouble here on my main before, so why couldn't I get past them? Deep down, I know that Triple Jads aren't that hard compared to the rest of the Inferno, I just had to be calm and focus. At this point, I was so frustrated, I could not bring myself to go back in. So I took a break for the rest of the day. When I woke up the next day, I decided I wasn't going to panic when I wasn't sure of a solve. I wasn't going to make silly, avoidable mistakes, and I wasn't going to die to triple jads anymore.
Not to brag on myself, I was not going to let us lose.
I decided to win. Surely it's not that simple though, right? I mean, I can't just say I'm gonna win and it'll happen. But what if it was that simple? The Inferno is first and foremost an endurance test, but Triple Jads and Zuck are all about nerves. My confidence was at an all-time high. Giving myself that ego, that bravado, that mentality that I was good enough to beat it no matter what, even if it was all just in my head, was what I needed to calm those nerves. I haven't talked about the Rangers yet, and that's because they have no special mechanics. These are just big old damage cannons. By themselves, they pose little to no threat, but with 2 or 3 other mobs around, they're no joke. I had an extremely close call on wave 60, mistiming my prayer switch and tanking a mage and a blob hit at the same time. If they both max hit, that's 99 damage straight to my dome. Seems like luck was still on my side. I powered through the waves, determined to get to triples ASAP. It was far from perfect play, but I knew my limits. I knew what I was comfortable off-ticking. I knew when I could DPS down a melee while tanking a blob, and when I had to solve the wave properly. I knew that I could win. And before long, I was facing the trio once again. All I had to do was focus on my prayers, and I could get through this. All the frustration from my previous losses was just motivating me. I tagged the one healer that got to Jad and finished off the first of 3. It only gets easier from here. The nerves that were crippling me before were nowhere to be seen. Second Jad down, 1 left to go. I can't mess this up here. Not again. Oh, let's fucking go. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I can do this. I can do this. I can beat Zuck. I know I can beat Zuck. Whew. Okay. Zuck is all about DPS. Not losing ticks attacking while moving between the safe spots is the key to beating him. If you're not behind the shield when Zuck attacks, you're probably dead. Once the shield has reached the side for the 3rd time, the first set of a major and a ranger will spawn. They target the shield at first, only swapping to attack the player once the player attacks them. I tag the major ASAP so it doesn't damage my shield, and get ready to kill the ranger as soon as I can get close enough. You can off-tick these if you hit them at the right time, but tanking the ranger is much easier. With 2 blowpipe specs and a bunch of brews, it's basically impossible for it to kill you before you kill it. Once the ranger's dead, back to hitting Zuck, until he gets below 600 HP. There's a timer running in the background of the fight that dictates when the sets spawn, but the timer is paused when Zuck is between 600 and 480 HP. Now that he's below 600 HP and the timer's paused, we can take out the major and get ready for Jad. Yes, you heard that right. Jad. He's back for the 5th time. He spawns when Zuck is at 480 HP when the timer unpauses, so we have to kill him fast. Tag the healers as always, DPS him down, and get back to shooting Zuck. Some players like to run a timer on their screen so they know when the next set is coming. But honestly, I'm too lazy for that. With a Bofa setup, you have pretty good DPS, so it's probably safe to just keep hitting Zuck here and deal with the second set later. But I'm not taking any chances. I walk back and forth with the shield for a little bit, not hitting Zuck, just waiting for the second set to spawn. I deal with the ranger the same way as before, but I leave the major alive for the rest of the fight. Unlike the majors in the waves, this one can't respawn mobs, So with Mage Prayer on, it basically doesn't exist. Once Zuck is hit below 240 HP, his own set of healers spawn. We need the shield to be at either edge of the arena when this happens to be able to tag all the healers as fast as possible. They heal Zuck rapidly, and we don't want that for obvious reasons. The healers have a weird quirk that makes the player unable to target them while they're turning around after being tagged. So we tag one, then tag the next one, then shoot the first one again. Once they're all tagged, they throw meteors at the player dealing 5 to 10 damage each. And that might not sound like a lot, but when they're constantly chipping away at you, it adds up quickly. As if that wasn't enough, Zuck is now enraged, attacking almost twice as fast, which means the safe spots are no longer safe. Stay behind the shield at all times from now on until the fight is over. All that's left to do is kill the boss. Oh, yes! Oh my god. Oh, let's go. Oh, look at that. Oh, there were some dicey moments on that Zuck, honestly. Oh, but I don't think I ever took an actual hit from Zuck, so I'm pretty proud of that. Whew. Let's go. I was pretty proud of beating Inferno in 10 attempts since coming back 2 years after my first cape. I had really hoped to get the combat achievement for not letting any pillars fall, so I'm really happy about that. I also wanted to get the achievement for not taking any hits from Zuck or Jad, but I think I took a Jad hit during the Zuck fight, so we'll have to come back for that another time. For now though, we're moving on to the Colosseum. With my new cape in hand, feeling good about myself, it was time. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you urgent skilling news. I've been mining for the past month, basically. Getting really close to 99 mining here, and just got 14,000 Stardust. I think I just want 12,000 for the outfit recolor. I think the easiest way to get to the shop is from the mining guild. I think right up this ladder should be the Stardust shop. Hello, Mr. Dusuri. I'm gonna buy 4 of these star fragments. It's a collection log. Let's go. Let's grab my prospector top because for whatever reason I want to recolor the whole thing, even though you don't wear the top. There we go. Full gold prospectors. And now it's back to Amethyst to finish off 99. This is usually the part of the video where the YouTuber, that's me by the way, shows you some metrics and says, "Ooh, only 38.257% of my viewers are subscribed. Please subscribe to my channel." But there's no metrics for me. None of you are subscribed. This is my first ever YouTube video. And honestly, I've put everything I have into it. Over 100 hours of researching, learning, and editing. If you're enjoying the video, or if there's anything you think I could do better, let me know. I'll be reading any and every comment I can get. And look, if you want to be the absolute GOAT, send this video to your friends, your clanmates, your dog, anyone you think would be interested. Any support would mean the world to me. Okay, back to the video. This is an exciting moment for me. It's been a couple days since the last clip that you saw, and I am 1 amethyst away from 99 mining. I've been mining amethyst all the way from 92 to 99. It's been about a month, I think, that this has been my main AFK activity. Oh, I just can't believe that this grind is going to be over. Here we go. Any day now. There we go. 99 mining. Let's go get my cape. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's right here. Nice. Hello, sir. Can I buy the skill cape? Beautiful. Obligatory skill cape emote. Very nice. Man, it feels so nice to have that out of the way. If I just quickly make all these darts here, you'll see the total loot from 92 to 99 mining at Amethyst. So it looks like we're gonna get a bonus level here. One more. 97 fletching. My hand hurts from doing this, so I'm just gonna leave those ones unfletched for now. And we'll take a look at what the total is. It looks like we have 130,000 darts and 106,000 arrows. God, that is a lot. Hopefully these last me a really, really, really long time, because I don't want to come back here. And if you're curious, making all of these arrows and darts came out to about a little over 5 million fletching XP. So that's pretty much half of the fletching XP I've gotten on this account is just from the amethyst that I mined to 99. That's kind of crazy. I thought it would be way less, honestly. Oh, I've waited a long time for this. Here we go. Level 90 agility. 2.2k total. Base 90s. Oh, that feels good. Stepping into the Colosseum for the first time. I've watched a couple of videos and seen a bit of people doing Colosseum, but I don't know it super well. I'll probably watch some more guides once I've gotten a little bit of experience in there for myself, just so that I have context for what's going on when I'm watching the guides. The Colosseum is a wave-based fight, like the Inferno, but it differs in that it's only 12 waves compared to 69. This means runs take about 30 minutes compared to the Inferno's multiple hours. Don't be fooled though, the average Colosseum wave is much more difficult, and the final boss, Soul Heredit, is a way more intense and mechanically challenging fight than Zuck. I swapped around my gear setup a bit while learning the Colosseum because I wasn't 100% sure what I would want to bring at the start, and this is what I landed on in the end. I'm wearing my full best in slot melee gear with a trident and Book of the Dead equipped to start to save an inventory slot. I originally was wearing Barrow's gloves for their ranged accuracy to help my range switch, but I used it so little that I didn't think it was necessary and ended up changing to Ferocious gloves. I was also camping Blood Fury at the start, but I found myself wasting a ton of charges while at full HP. Inventory space was not a problem for me, so using the Rancor and keeping the Blood Fury in the inventory to save on charges wasn't a problem at all. My inventory has the Noxious Halberd, my main weapon for both the Waves and Soul. This thing is super powerful, and has the added bonus of being able to one-shot the ranged Fremenic. I would have loved to have a Sarah Godsword, but I didn't want to delay Colosseum anymore by having to go grind Zilliana. I have a blowpipe to deal with the Mage Fremenic. It takes 3 shots to kill, but if I use one spec, I can actually 2-shot the mage and also get a fat heal guaranteed, which kind of makes up for the missing SGS. I have a Blood Fury swap for when I make mistakes, and a 4-way Bofa switch for when I have to deal with south spawns that I can't hit with melee. Burning Claws are my best DPS spec weapon, I have runes for Thralls and Death Charge, and finally, 1 Sandfew for curing Venom from Manti Mayhem 2. I guess I'm gonna have to mark tiles and such. Oh my god. I forgot that he spawns. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Whoops. I thought... Am I on the wrong pillar? I think I'm on the wrong pillar. Yeah, this is the wrong pillar. Okay, because I thought that the melee was gonna come out of this gate. Okay, I think my tiles are fixed. I'm gonna brute. Okay, now you get stuck. And just don't walk off the pillar. Don't walk off the pillar. Mobs in the Colosseum are way more limited than the Inferno. There are only 4 basic mobs that make up all the waves. Serpent Shamans, which attack with Mage and max 28, are the weakest, but don't let that fool you. Due to their 1x1 size, these things have weird behaviors sometimes, and they can cause a lot of problems. Javelin Colossi, which are ranged, have a max hit of 48, and will throw a javelin in the sky every 5th attack, which has to be dodged by moving 1 tile away from the tile you were on. The Manticore is the most iconic of the Colosseum mobs. They charge up 3 orbs, one of each combat style, that deals up to 35 damage each. Then, they fire them at the player after a few ticks. Flicking their attacks is just like flicking Cerberus ghosts, 1 tick apart. So if you've ever killed the big red dog before, these won't be too hard. But add in any other monster to the equation while dealing with a Manticore, and the flicking patterns can become really complex. And if you make one mistake, expect to take a lot of damage at best, or die at worst. And finally, the Shockwave Colossus. This thing is just a bigger and scarier version of the Shamans. No special mechanics, just a very accurate max hit of 56. They are very squishy though, so they can be killed quickly if need be. Alright, first Manticore ever killed. A combat achievement. I'm so good at the game. Am I dead? I'm dead. That was terrible. Wave 5. My first death, wave 5, but I guess we get to see how much my deaths are gonna cost me. Only 62k? Are you telling me that I bought 11 mil worth of Yeah, 11 mil worth of Kovacs Grogs. And my deaths are only costing me 62k? Damn. Oh, can I use this chest now? I can use the chest. That's so nice. Okay. Just gonna run it back. Now that I know the death cost is only 62k, I kind of just feel like I can send infinite attempts almost. Oh, fuck. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Oh, what is that? Denied. What did I do? Without the Minotaur healing. Cool. Wait, does that work? Can't tell if I did that properly. Yeah, that works. This is awkward. I might have just died. Yep, I just died. It's an awkward flicking pattern. Okay, so it turns out I was doing the AB tile wrong. I thought you had to click on a tick and then click 6 ticks later when the metronome is the same number. That's wrong. Hopefully that helps, because I was noticing that the monsters were hitting me. They were each getting 1 attack in on me at the start, and I was pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen. So what's this AB tile thing that I'm talking about? Essentially, it's a spawn manipulation tactic that was created by a player named PecanBread11. I recommend watching his guide about it if you're interested in learning Colosseum for yourself. But the basic idea is this. By starting on this tile, we can block any monsters from spawning near us. Unlike Inferno, mobs in the Colosseum can't spawn within a few tiles of the player, so we're able to manipulate them a bit based on where we start the wave. Using a metronome plugin to time game ticks, we start the wave on tick 1, then run to the pillar on tick 6. This blocks the spawns closest to the pillar, while still making it so none of the monsters can attack us before we get behind cover. There are still 2 possible spawn locations that won't completely get stuck behind the pillar. and these are what we refer to as south spawns. One south spawn is not a problem, but getting the infamous double south is what really makes Colosseum so difficult. This is where Pecan Bread's magic A-B tiles come in handy. By running to either tile A or B, depending on what monsters spawn in the two locations, we can automatically set up an off tick, meaning we can safely prayer flick between the two monsters that spawn south. I say safely, but it's easier said than done. You still have to deal with the Fremnik while flicking the monsters, dodging javelins, solar flare, volatility, etc. It's a lot to deal with. And to make matters worse, if the mage reinforcement spawns in front of the melee, now you'll have to deal with it too. This is the hardest part of Colosseum in my opinion. Double south mage first. It's brutal. Oh. My prayer ran out. Oh my god. I'm just losing a free brew every time I do this. Kinda blows. You're not supposed to spawn there. That's not supposed to happen. At least I don't think that's supposed to happen. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. That was stupid. Well, one thing has become clear to me. I need to figure out how this place works. Because I'm kind of just running in here. And it was fun at the start. You know, I was getting to figure things out for myself a little bit, but now I'm just kind of planking on waves that I don't think I should be planking on. Or frankly, I don't know if I should be planking on them or not, so I'm gonna do a bit more research. I took a break to watch some guides to figure out the basics. I understood the general idea of the Colosseum, but I needed more to feel comfortable in what I was doing. Each wave starts with 3 Fremnik warriors. Kinda like the Nibblers from Inferno, but much harder to deal with. These guys follow you anywhere you go, so they cannot be safe spotted, and they hit decently hard. Praying against their attacks is difficult, especially if there's another mob on you, so it's better to just tank them typically. They can't attack you while you're moving, so a lot of their damage can be negated by constantly running back and forth. 40 seconds into each wave, reinforcements spawn. The first few waves, this is just a Jaguar warrior. He melees only and can max hit 141. They're easy to safe spot on the pillar, but certain mechanics force you to move, so it's important to remember to keep him safe spotted. In later waves, the reinforcements will spawn a shaman alongside the Jaguar. And it's random which one spawns in front, so if it's the shaman, that can cause serious problems. Starting on wave 7, the reinforcement changes to a Minotaur. It attacks with melee, but it heals other monsters that it has line of sight of, so killing it is a priority. Again, later on, a shaman starts to come with the Minotaur. This has the same issue as before, where it can be in front and cause problems. Okay, well I'm PB'd at wave 10. I think last wave was a PB technically, but kind of forgot about it. Double Ranger, double Manticore. And now the reinforcements get even harder. So I think I'm gonna die here. Okay, I should probably be dead. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, this fast. I think this is my 6th attempt, I think. And I'm on wave 11. It's completely free. Let's just get the Minotaur out of the way first, and then we'll figure that out. Okay. What the fuck do I do? Okay, I think I understand how to do this. Okay, well I was doing it correctly and then the ranger threw a javelin and I kind of panicked. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was on the solar flare tile. Weird stack. It was free, like the wave was free, but that's difficult. Doing those prayer flicks while dodging the javelins while not standing on the solar flare. That's fucking hard, man. God. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. Damn. That'll be sick to get. I was not expecting that. I kind of forgot that this place even had uniques, other than the quiver, obviously, so I don't know what the rates are on these things, but that surely is crazy luck. Okay. Time to claim my loot. I just click that. Oh, okay. The chest appears. Ta-da! Well, that is sick. Oh, it looks kind of weird. Why are the arms so smooth? I feel like the arms look really weird. Let's go. Oh, bro, I had that. I actually had that. I finally got my first experience with using the AB tile properly. Honestly, that's not that bad. I think because these attempts are so much shorter than the Inferno, it's like, first of all, I don't really feel frustrated when I die, like at all. I'm kind of just chilling. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's new content and it's exciting. Dying here has not been frustrating at all. This has been frustrating. I don't like invocation systems like this, but what can you do? Oh my god. I clicked it and my brain didn't register what I was looking at. Oh my god. Fuck the pressure again. Okay, it's only wave 7. This shouldn't be a hard wave. Oh my god, I'm getting so spooned. This is insane. It's free. It's completely free. So it is completely free. That is true. And instead of trying to flick this, I'm just going to rotate pillar. Oh my god, the Minotaur. I kind of forgot about the Minotaur. And I think he's just gonna heal this guy. Is he too far away? He might be too far away. Okay. Interesting. Just have to be careful of volatility and solar flare. And I guess that. Okay. I almost royally screwed that up. Echo Crystal Mega Spoon? Give me my loot? Gimme. Gimme. Echo Crystal. That's so insane. Oh my god, I'm so spooned. What is this? This is the craziest Colosseum luck of all time. And actually, I have... Wait, I have the... You put this on Guardian boots, right? I can actually make these. Oh my god, I have Echo boots. My boo. No, my bro. Man, re-entry blows. Okay, well, that was my first time taking re-entry, and probably my last. Guess I'm claiming wave 1. I'm not doing that. That's garbage. At the start of every wave, the player has to pick one of 3 invocations that make the Colosseum more difficult. This is probably my least favorite part of the Colosseum. Some invocations are pretty easy to deal with, but some are essentially just run enders. This just adds an element of RNG that makes learning so much more frustrating than it otherwise would be. Without going over every single invo, the good ones for me are Blasphemy, Myopia, Frailty, and Manti Mayhem. Doom, Relentless, Solar Flare, Volatility, and Quartet aren't the worst, and I'll take them if I have to. Bees, Dynamic Duo, Re-Entry, Red Flag, and Totemic are all game over. I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. And I don't feel like I'm learning anything from my mistakes. I'm just dying and not knowing what I should have done. Like I'm just going through these waves and nothing is happening. Literally, it feels like Fight Caves level difficulty. Like nothing is going on. And then suddenly a wave happens and I'm just clueless. I don't know. This place is getting to me. A piss easy wave where I learn nothing. I guess the thing with Colosseum is you can actually just get your quiver without ever having to learn the hard waves. Like, why do I feel like I have to run back now? I actually feel like I have to run back, because isn't he gonna heal things? This seems like it might end up terrible. Yep. Yep, I'm dead. Goodbye. My confidence was really struggling at this point. The variance in wave difficulty is so high that it felt like I wasn't learning most of the time. Almost all the waves are completely free, with either 0 or 1 monster spawning south that can see me from the start. Then, all of a sudden, I would get a double south spawn, and immediately the difficulty is ramped up to max. I was slowly getting better at dealing with double south, but then I would get mage first reinforcement, and it just felt impossible. I tried to off-tick them, I tried to burst them down with claw specs, nothing was working for me. I felt defeated, and I wanted to give up. Oh man. I don't know, man. I seriously don't know. I actually think I might just not be good enough for this place. I don't know if I can beat Colosseum. Giving up? Hell no. I said I'm getting a quiver, and I meant it, no matter what. Will I need some luck? Probably, but that's okay. I'm not here to master the Colosseum and beat it flawlessly. I'm here to get my first clear, and I know that I can do it. Now, I'd love to tell you that this is the part where I locked in, blasted through the waves with ease, and beat Soul on my first try, but that's just not the reality of the situation. I went back in with more determination, yes, but still not that confident in my abilities. There was only one way to change that though. Keep going. Run after run, I tried my best when I got a hard spawn, and I could feel myself getting better at it slowly but surely. And eventually, I made it to Seoul for the first time, and with pretty good invocations too. So I quickly watched a video to refresh my memory before going in. It was time. I was finally here. Nothing left to do but get it done. The Seoul fight is a whole beast of its own. It's a complicated fight, and others can and have explained it better than I ever will, so I'll just give you a basic rundown. His regular attacks can't be prayed against, and instead must be dodged based on the floor pattern of whichever of his 4 attacks he does. These patterns are predictable, so you can always know where to dodge his next attack based on what the previous one was. As you weaken him, he gains new special attacks. The first is a parry. Seoul charges up his spear and stabs 3 times in a row. You have to turn on Protect from Melee, tick perfect for all 3 stabs. His next special is unlike anything else in the game. Seoul will grab a piece of your gear, either top, bottom, cape, gloves, or boots. You have 3 ticks to go to your equipment interface and click on whichever piece he grabbed, indicated by the message above his head, in order to dodge the attack. Clicking your gear on the last possible tick makes your next hit on Seoul a max hit. At certain HP thresholds, he spawns molten sand randomly around the arena that deal damage if stepped on and persist for the whole fight. In addition, crystals spawn around the edges of the arena that occasionally shoot light beams that can hit for over 70 damage. These are the most dangerous attack in the entire fight. If you have Frailty 3, they will one-shot you. Once he's at 10% HP, he becomes enraged. Molten sand rapidly spreads through the arena, and the light beams fire much more frequently. And that's the Seoul fight. Simple, right? So yeah, I got Seoul to 52% HP on my first attempt. I was genuinely really happy with my performance. I wanted to use the Seoul simulator that everyone says is super helpful to learn with, but it was so laggy on my PC that it was unusable. So I had no experience whatsoever going into the fight. I feel like I had a good grasp on the basic attack pattern, but I was getting tripped up by the speed of it. And trying to keep in cycle while brewing after a big hit is a lot to deal with all at once, so messing up one time is hard to come back from. But that fight gave me so much more confidence. For the first time, I truly felt like the quiver was within my grasp. The next Seoul attempt was doomed from the start. I had Quartet, which I had successfully dealt with on my first attempt. But I also had Volatility. No problem, right? Dodge the explosion. Now, just keep dodging and heal up. It's just a regular Seoul fight now. Parry attack, block, block. Ouch. Wait, dead? 35 damage at full HP and I'm dead? That's right, Doom 3. The invocation that means I instantly lose if I get hit 5 times. Fun, right? The invocation system just continues to plague me. Oh, I can't win with any of these. Frailty 3, I'll just die instantly to one mistake. Manti Mayhem, I just can't take that. And Dynamic Duo. There's a chance that Dynamic Duo doesn't destroy me. Fuck it, I'm gonna try Frailty. Okay. That's a free spawn. Just don't give me mage first. Do not give me mage first. Oh my god, the mage got stuck. Yes. Oh, that's so spooned. Holy. God, I don't like seeing 60 HP. Well, it's gonna be brutal for Seoul. Okay, just need to not mess up my flicks on these guys. Back to soul. Third time. Attempt 3 went similar to the first. Despite Frailty 3 keeping my HP capped at 60, I did my best. I had gotten a lot better at dealing with the grapple attack, but the triple parry was really hard, and I messed it up every time. I had tons of supplies, but that wasn't the issue. If you can't dodge his attacks while healing, you'll eventually just die even while clicking brutes. No. Oh my god. Oh, why do you have to be 45 on the parry? Yeah, no, I'm not taking bees. I think I'm taking dynamic duo and just hoping. Because Manti Mayhem is just, I just can't. I can't do Manti Mayhem 3, so. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. I didn't notice that I had an Echo Crystal. Apparently, multiple waves ago. Cool, I am glad that I noticed that now. That would have been pretty sad if I didn't. Holy. Right, and I have Solar Flare and I've never used that before. Oh god. Oh no, myopia is so bad. And right onto Solar Flare. I think I'm dead. Yep. Oh no, myopia is actually so hard. Fuck. I hate the invocation system, man. You'll have to excuse my post-soul whining on the next 2 attempts. Back-to-back fights without myopia kinda got to me. I mentioned myopia being a good invocation earlier, but let's talk about why it's actually the most important to get and makes the soul fight significantly easier. Myopia reduces your attack range by 2 tiles for each tier that it's leveled up. My best slash weapon is the Noxious Halberd, and all halberds have a 2-tile range, as opposed to a typical melee weapon's 1. This has some niche benefits outside the Colosseum, but inside, the extra range is a detriment. Dodging Soul's basic attacks requires stepping away from him. With any other melee weapon, attacking Soul after dodging will put you back into melee range, which stops him from walking towards you. Because the halberd has extra range, you have to manually walk back into Soul's melee range before attacking him, otherwise he moves around the arena a lot, which causes tons of issues. Having myopia means the halberd has the same attack range as any other melee weapon, negating the need to manually path back after dodging. So not only is myopia a free 3 invocations, it's actually beneficial to have and a massive detriment to not have when using the halberd. Oh, I hate not having myopia. I hate it so much, it makes that fight like 10 times harder. Oh, he's constantly moving around. This is the downside of the halberd. I hate RNG. I think this is the best chance I've had so far. I I don't like that I have solar flare, but it should not be too bad. And I actually don't have frailty, so I can overheal for the first time ever going into soul. With every soul fight, I could feel myself improving. I was struggling big time with the triple parry before, but this time I was finally dealing with it successfully. 3 times in a row, I did it perfect. I got the perfect grapple. I dodged some scary light beams. Light beams again, dodged. Right into the triple parry. I get the first 2, but I failed the 3rd, and now I'm backed against the wall at low HP. I managed to escape with my life from a scary position, but with everything going on, I didn't notice that my melee prayer was still turned on. The way triple parry works is you have to turn it on right before he hits you, then turn it off after, and repeat. Not knowing that I was starting with mine on, I was actually turning it off when he hit me, then back on again after. This was a death sentence. I tried to recover, but I just couldn't. I played the next run really poorly, in all honesty. I was just constantly messing up the floor patterns. I felt like I was clicking bruise for the entire fight. At one point, I had a perfect grapple and max hit a 33 because I was so brewed down. I was just always in bad spots with either the wall at my back or molten lava next to me. It was just bad play, nothing else to say really. I think this death really sums up the whole fight perfectly. No, man. Oh, I was doing that so badly. God, Relentless kind of made that brutal. He was doing so much damage. I was having to brew so much. It was also the first run of the day, so I'm impressed that I even did as much as I did. Oh, this run is so cooked on invos. This is so cooked. I think Quartet's the only thing I can take. I don't think I'm living. I almost made it to Soul again on my very next run. But of course, I just had to get this circus clown bullshit of a wave. Volatility 2, Quartet, and a double south. Thank you, Jagex. I appreciate it. No, I was so cooked. There was no way I was getting through that. But of course, they blessed me with a fairly easy set of waves with good invos on my next run. My hits to start the soul fight were god awful, but for some reason, this run just felt like it was going to be good. It wasn't going to be perfect, but this was the best that I had done so far. Could this be it? Can I beat Soul and get my quiver? Oh my god. Volatility. Oh, volatility. Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, that was scary. He took so long to explode. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh, my heart is pounding so fast. Oh my god, my heart is pounding so fucking fast. Oh! Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Deep breaths. Oh, I'm actually shaking. Holy fuck, that fight is so intense. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. Holy shit. Alright, I have calmed down. I've taken a moment. And I want to see how many deaths it took me. Let's go! 49! Sub 50 deaths to get my first kill. 34 minutes as well. Honestly, that's not that bad. Okay, listen. I'm not gonna act like I'm some god gamer who can deal with the hardest waves Colosseum has. I'm fully aware that I got good RNG on that run, but I'm okay with that. This series is about growing as a player, and this is just the first step. I'll have to come back here soon enough and get a bunch more clears for combat achievements and to bless my quiver. So when that time comes, I'll have to get much, much better. I know that for a lot of players, beating the Inferno and Colosseum isn't that big a deal. The highest levels of skill in this game are so far beyond where I'm at, and if I want to accomplish all the goals that I have for this series, I'm gonna have to reach for that tier. But for now, I'm really proud of my achievements, and I have the capes to show them off.